Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Somebody sent me this dark art logo and they want it to look like this to go to the curvature of the circle. And he told me exactly what he wanted. I'm a little bit confused with, I put 3 and he was saying maybe up to 4. Well, 4 is not going to fit because of the length of this, but he could alter that. So for the one I'm doing it for, set your duplicate distance on 0, 0. You'll be a lot happier. And I'm going to change my measurement to inches. And that is 12. So I'm going to set my nudge factor on 13. Because there is a ellipse. Well, there's actually a red ellipse that I want. There it is. So what we're going to do, we're just going to move. I'm going to delete that. Delete that. I don't really know what that is. I'm going to move this out of the way. And I am going to hit P and put it in the center of the page. I'm actually going to change your bed size to 24, and there's a reason for that, whatever he's doing. I want it a little bit bigger. And he also draws in a pink. I want it in a red. That doesn't really matter. But I'm going to grab the logo out of here, and I am going to go to Object Group and ungroup it and grab that logo and get it out of the way. Now it's going to disappear on me because of the fact that it's white. So we're going to make it red, a red box right now. Go to Object, Order, back a page, and we can see the logo. Red might not be the best color. I'm going to group it together, and I am going to mirror it upside or right side up, well, both ways, to get where it should be. Now I'm going to move it up into here, and let's use something other than red. Well, then the yellow is going to take, you know what, let's just go with black. Okay, we're just going to go with black. Now, I want to set that logo pretty close to the bottom. I think I moved my circle, and I did. I'm going to get that logo pretty close to the bottom. And if you can see, it's 2.078. So I'm going to make it with my ratio lock. I'll make it 2 inches just to make it a little bit easier. He can adjust that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 2-point line and hit P, put it in the center of the page. And I'm going to rotate. I don't really know why I had to make it 2 inches, but I'm going to go like right to there. Well, I know why I did it, but anyway, Control D and then make a mirror of it. See, I'm not in the center. So let's do this. Let's make our whole item black. Let's put this in the center of the page and then start moving it and hold down the control button. And you can see where I was off. Because I want this, I'm going to make an envelope shape. So I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to bring that just about to there. Now I'm going to get rid of this one. Get rid of this one and take this one and Control D and make a duplicate and then mirror it. And you can see I kind of got that shape. Now I'm going to bring the logo a little closer to the bottom. And I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to change my nudge factor like to 0.01. And it's going to move it minutely, but I'm just going to go straight down. And I'm a little bit off on my size, but it'll work. Now what I want to do is take another circle or ellipse and Control D and make a duplicate, and holding down the Shift key, bring it in until it gets to about there. Okay. Now I'm going to move I got to change my nudge factor to like 2 inches, and I'm going to nudge this out of the way. I'm going to make my black box bigger, and I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool. So he was, I think, trying to use object to path. I'm going to blend it or use the envelope. So I'm going to nudge this over 3 times. Now I'm going to grab my logo. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to left click, right click in white, which I never do, since I'm working on black. And I'm going to click on the logo and I'm going to go to Effects and Envelope and go right here to envelope form, place it in that form, and you see what it did. Now I need to put that text in this box. Or the object. So I'm going to shift select both these and I'm going to go EC. So what that did, that moved our text over. I can actually delete my box and I can nudge that over twice. Now I can actually get rid of this stuff, these circles. You know what? I'm going to keep the outside circle, just kind of look at it. I'm not really far enough off the bottom. I'm going to set my nudge factor on 0.01. And I'm going to raise it up a little bit because I want a little bit of a space between there. Now what we're going to do is, this is in the center of the page, so I'm going to bring in my indexing line and hit P. Don't really have to do this, but I like to be able to see that it's there. And I'm going to steal this. So I actually moved it. I'm going to change my nudge factor back to 2. I'm going to steal this. I'm going to actually go down twice. And it's a pretty cool feathering device. I'm going to Control G to group it. I don't know why that did that. You know what? There must be something else there. Let's back up here. Let's nudge these down further. So I can grab that without grabbing that. That's still trying to grab something. I'm going to go down further, get it out of the way. Now I'm going to group this together, Control G. And I'm just going to bring it into our graphic. And you can see the feathering is going to feather into the black anyway. Now we want it off that distance. So I'm going to change my nudge factor 0.01 again. And I can nudge this over. And that's pretty close to about that. Now what I can do is grab the logo and the yellow graphic, Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, and then Alternate C, which put my rotation in the center of the page. And I'm going to rotate it 120 degrees, and then Control D. Now that's not showing up because it's a black logo, but when we take this, let me see if I can't delete that, and bring our ring back in and hit P, what I'm actually going to do is put that back. Sometimes my left arrow key doesn't work anymore. I'm going to move it down. Tell you what, since I'm working the center page, I can actually, I was grabbing the red ring. And also I had my nudge factor set so low. Excuse me. So let's just move that down. Let's Control G to group that, all that, and then hit P to put that in the center of the page. So this space right here will be the same space all the way around. Now he could maybe fit another one in there, or, alter this. It's a pretty cool deal because it's a, if you look at it off site, that's actually a straight bar where I would maybe have a little edge to it, a triangle to it, because because the fact that it's blending into black, it just blends away. That's a pretty cool logo, and now we're going to take that away. So you could make it 4 if you lessen this a little bit more. I don't know the true logo. But anyway, object to path doesn't really need to work because you can just duplicate it around equally. Anyway, hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.